What is up everyone, it's Alex here. This is your stimulus check update, your second stimulus check update, your hazard pay for essential workers update, and your stimulus package update for today. Before we get into the video, I just want to let you know that you are amazing. I wish you a wonderful day. And if you enjoyed this video in any way, shape or form, please consider smashing the like button because it tremendously helps with the YouTube algorithm. Alright, let's begin with the hazard pay for the essential workers, or the $10,000 hazard pay for the essential workers, however you want to call it, because I see there's a lot of interest about this and many of you ask me to cover this too. The truth of the matter is that for now there isn't much debate and there isn't any new information about the hazard pay for essential workers that was included in the HEROES Act. For now there isn't any clear indication of what is going to happen with the hazard pay for essential workers, or with the extra pay for essential workers, or with the $13 per hour premium pay for essential workers, however you want to call it, because there are multiple things happening and there's so much debate back and forth about the amount of the next stimulus package. Is it going to be 1 trillion? Is it going to be 2 trillion like President Trump wants it? It's probably not going to be $3 trillion like the Democrats wanted. So therefore, things are not certain. We can try to predict what's going to happen in the future related to this. I can do that, but I don't know if this is going to help you or not. Here's my thought process behind this. If the next stimulus package is going to be less than $1 trillion or around $1 trillion, like the Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell wants it to be, then the likelihood of the hazard pay to be included in that is kind of low, in my opinion, considering the fact that they would like to pass liability protection for businesses, payroll tax cuts, some state and local funding, because they have to please the Democrats in some way, so they will pass the next relief package, or the next relief package will pass the House of Representatives, and a few other things like extra PPP funding is probably going to be there. So it's not sure if there is going to be room left for another $180 billion or $150 to $180 billion for hazard pay for essential workers. Also, I forgot to touch upon some sort of unemployment or federal unemployment benefits extension, even if it's going to be in a lower amount, which is again going to cost some more money. So you see that in a $1 trillion package, you can't really squeeze that much. If the next stimulus relief package is going to be around $2 trillion like the president wants it to be, then there is a little bit more room to play with things like this, and there is a good probability that hazard pay for essential workers is going to be included in the next relief package if it's going to be around $2 trillion, if there is going to be more room left for them to play with, if they're going to spend more money this time. On top of this, please keep in mind that the funds will also be limited. I mean, there is going to be a pool of money for the grants, and then the employers or your employer will have to apply to receive the grant and then give you the money as additional like premium pay over whatever you are already making hourly. So even though something like this would pass, once the money from the fund dries out, because like the big employers will probably apply to be able to pay their employees, not everyone is going to get money. And that's the truth of the matter. Like, not everyone, not every essential worker is going to receive money if there is going to be something like this. I did a rough math based on the numbers that were included in the HEROES Act for the HEROES Fund, and I estimated about 10 to 20 million essential workers would be able to receive money if something like this would pass. So just keep in mind that probably more than 10 to 20 million essential workers, or 10 to 20 million employees that are considered essential workers. So not everyone will be able to benefit from this. So what I was trying to convey with this is that even if the hazard pay for essential workers will somehow be included in the next relief package, that does not guarantee that all the essential workers will receive money. I hope this was useful for all of you that want to learn more about the hazard pay for essential workers, and for now it depends on the size of the next stimulus package. If the size is going to be lower, the chances for the hazard pay for essential workers is kind of low. If the size of the package is going to be higher, then the chances are also higher. So we will see how things happen, but those are the details that I think you should keep in mind. And do not worry, I'll scout the internet every single time that I make a video and try to find something. And if I find something that's worth reporting to you, then you can be sure that I'll bring you those news. Alright, moving on to the second stimulus check. I alleged yesterday about a possible targeted approach of the next stimulus check, of the second stimulus check, to those who earn up to $40,000 per year, based on the Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell's answer related to the second stimulus check. If you did not see the video and if you want to have the context, you can check the link that's going to be pinned in the first comment with the video so you can have a broader idea. But it seems like it's not only the Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell that has an idea about a second stimulus check that's going to be more targeted, but is a growing consensus in the Senate, or in the Republican-controlled Senate, about a more targeted approach for the next stimulus check to those who are earning up to $40,000, which will probably include some sort of phase out above $40,000. When I was saying with a possible phase out, I was taking into consideration the phase out that was in the CARES Act, which means that the full amount of $1,200, or however much the next stimulus check is going to be, would be given to those who are earning up to $40,000, and then those who are earning above $40,000 would receive lesser and lesser amounts until up to a level where the amount would reach $0. This might not be a bad piece of information, because those who are earning $75,000 per year, or who are still earning $75,000 per year, might not need a second stimulus check. Those who earned $75,000 per year should have some sort of savings to get them through this rough period, even if they had some sort of income decrease. But we also need to take into consideration that the more money they will push into the economy, the more money will get spent, and the better the economy will do. But for now, it is what it is. There is a growing consensus for the next relief package to be lower, for them to cut costs on certain things, and then, they'll have to do something to adjust the numbers in a way that's going to make sense for them. To understand this idea a little bit better, let's take an example. Those who earned up to $40,000 would receive the full amount of however much is going to be, $1,200 most likely. And if we take into consideration a similar phase out like the one that was included in the CARES Act for the first stimulus check, a phase out of $5 for every $100, then those who earned $50K a year would receive $950. Those who earned $60K per year would receive $700. Those who earned about $70K a year would receive $450, and so on. For every $10,000, you would decrease the amount by around $250. So you have a rough idea. I mean, those who still made above $40K would still receive some sort of aid, but not in the full amount. Please keep in mind that this is just an estimate based on the previous phase-out mechanism that was included in the CARES Act, and if they implement some sort of phase-out for the second stimulus check, it's probably going to be very similar to this one. And now you can have a rough idea how things will be calculated. If they decrease the income limit from $75K per year to $40K per year, and now you can have a better understanding of how you can quickly do the math for yourself if you would be in the situation of earning above $40K per year. Alright everyone, I want to thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it and you found it useful. If you did so, please consider giving it a like, smashing the like button, turn it blue to help with the YouTube lords to bless this video with a little bit more views. Feel free to consider subscribing if you want to learn more about personal finance and investing and stay up to date with the stimulus news for now. And until next time, take care, have a wonderful day, and don't forget that you are amazing.